Okay, let's talk about the stock market. What if I told you that the single biggest idea most people have about it is completely wrong? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see what's really going on inside this incredible economic engine. You hear this all the time, right? That investing is just a fancy, high class version of gambling. You picture this giant casino where fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye. But is that really what's happening? I mean, think about it. Are all the retirement funds, the college savings accounts, these massive pools of money from all over the world, are they all just placing bets on some giant cosmic roulette wheel? The real answer might actually surprise you. So, to really tear down this whole gambling idea, we have to go right back to the very beginning. Forget all the flashing numbers on the screen, forget the ticker symbols, let's just focus on one simple question. What is a stock, anyway? Yeah, that whole roulette wheel idea, it's a powerful image, but honestly, it's so misleading. What's really happening under the surface isn't about chance. It's a complex machine built on ownership and growth. So let's look at the most basic part. This. This right here is the fundamental building block of everything, a share. It is not a lottery ticket. Think of it more like a title deed. It's a little certificate that says you own a tiny fractional piece of a real, living, breathing business. And this whole process is really the engine of modern capitalism. So a company needs money, right? Cash to build new things, to hire people, to expand. Instead of just getting a loan, it can offer up little tiny pieces of itself for sale. And when you buy one of those pieces, you're not a lender, you're a partner. Your money is helping them grow, and in return, you get a real stake in their future success. Okay, so it's about ownership. Got it. But that doesn't really explain all the chaos, does it? Why do prices swing up and down like a yo-yo every single day? This is where that whole gambling idea starts to sneak back in. Well, it's because the market is, at its heart, completely human. It's like a giant global auction that never ever closes. And every single time a stock is bought or sold, it represents a person or a group of people casting a vote with their money, saying, this is what I think this company is worth right now. And these votes, well, they're driven by a wild mix of cold hard facts and just raw human emotion. A company invents a breakthrough product, that's good news. Demand goes up, prices rise. But what if they have a bad quarter or a new competitor shows up? Well, that's a storm cloud. Fear kicks in, people rush to sell, and the price drops. The price is really just a mirror reflecting our collective mood. This might be the single most important thing to understand. In the short term, we're talking weeks or months, the market is basically a popularity contest. It's driven by news, by hype, by fear. It's noisy and emotional. But over the long term, years and decades, it becomes a weighing machine. The company's actual performance, how much money it makes, how much it grows, that's what ultimately decides its true value. So, if the short-term stuff is just noise and the long-term is what really matters, what does that mean for you? It means the real game isn't about trying to perfectly time the ups and downs. It's all about your mindset. It's really a battle between your own patience and your own panic. We gotta be super clear about this. This image of a magic money printing machine, that's what gets so many people into trouble. The market is not an ATM where you can just pull out cash. Believing that it is, well, that's the gambler's mindset, and it almost always leads to making bad decisions. So what does the market actually reward? It rewards the mindset of an owner. It rewards the patience to just let your businesses grow, like planting a tree. It rewards the discipline to ride out the bad weather without jumping overboard. And it rewards having the vision to see where a company could be in 10 years, not just where it's going to be tomorrow. All right, let's bring all of this together. Let's boil it all down to one simple core idea. If you don't remember anything else from this, I want you to remember this. That's it. That's the whole thing. The stock market is just a bridge. On one side, you have companies with big ideas that need money to make them happen. And on the other side, you have people who want to own a piece of that future success. The market is just the system that connects them. That is its entire purpose. So let's finally just get rid of the old metaphor. It's not a casino. It's a massive, sprawling marketplace. A place where you're not placing bets. You're buying a stake in the future of actual real-world businesses. And so I'll leave you with this final thought. If you stop thinking like a gambler who's just looking for a lucky streak, and you start thinking like an owner who is carefully building a collection of businesses, how does that totally change the very next decision you make? Because that little shift in perspective, Well, that's everything.